run off. You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, sister. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion. The companions are my family. We fight so that other people don't have to. We bring honor and glory to ourselves and each other. Too confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning. Vilkas and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us. Codlac is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands. Until next time.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is. Honest pay for honest work. I can always count on you, can't I?
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim, I know. But stay strong, and men will come to respect you, and maybe even fear you.
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Truly? By shore, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been closest kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskar. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
Yes?
Need something?
Need something?
Need a ride? Well, I know the companions make their home here. Their mead hall, Jorvaskr, is the oldest building in the city. Oh, and there's a nasty feud between two families called the Greymanes and the Battleborns. You want to be careful there. The rest you can find out by asking the townsfolk. Start with the barkeep at the Bannered Mare or the Castle Steward. See ya.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons, world gone mad, I say.
By Izmir, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north, by the Loria's farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. I'd like to see him laugh his way out of that.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthgar. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in a field somewhere. Is that it?
Thought did cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helgen, that Mount Jesters. Skyrim's gone mad, girl. You need to be careful out there.
Careful, huh? Thanks, Skulvar. I'll remember that. Yeah, right. Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of. Guys, no!
Keep those hands
Come on,
up!
let's see you put up a fight. Damn you. Do your worst.
Drive that snow back to the ground. Come on!
Now that's what I call a punch. You got me. You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years. There you are. If you ever need another blade at your side, just ask. Wouldn't mind seeing how you handle a few trolls. It's always good to see someone I can count on.
Warm sands, friend. How may this one serve you? An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away. But for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. The Khajiit hail from a distant land called Elsewhere. bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea. Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always. There are cities so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly. May your road lead you to warm sands. The road. I hope that you will come to do business with us again. Do you seek to make a purchase?
It is a strange sight. The white flakes that sometimes fall from the sky.
Goods and wares of all kinds.
The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this land seems. From which side? They'll never see you coming.
Both. One or the other is bound to win the war eventually. Why not curry favor now, so that the victor will look upon us fondly?
May the sun keep you warm, even in this land of bitter cold.
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Blood on the wind today. Good hunt ahead of us. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Kodlak says not to worry about it. I worry that a bunch of snowberries are out there earning glory while we stay out of it. But I will follow the old man's lead, as ever. My mother was a companion, and her mother, and all the women in my family back to Harati Blackblade. I stayed with my father in the woods until I was old enough for my trial. We hunted everything there was to hunt. Good training. Ma didn't live long enough to see me join, but I fight to honor her and all my shield sisters through time. We don't just take in any milk drinker who stumbles in. Talk to Kodlak if you think you have what it takes to be a companion. Until next time.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn? New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn? Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side. Long live the Empire.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgroof the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in Jorvaskr, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Helgen. Destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Let me know if you see anything you like. Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help. What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Thank you very much for your business.
Need something?
Need something? I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
Need something?
Yeah?
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim, I know. But stay strong, and men will come to respect you, and maybe even fear you.
Speak.
Hmm?
Hello, child of Kinneret. Indeed. The temple here in the city is my charge. The goddess's divine blessings have no doubt helped make Whiterun a thriving and prosperous city. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather on the harvest days.
Fresh-baked loaves. Still warm from the oven.
Somewhat, yes. At first it seemed a distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of guards and traders. When the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, I did what I could to help them. As more of the sick and injured came to the temple, my work as a healer became more important than my duties as a priestess. I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more. Grace of Kinneret be with you.
Lady, could you spare a coin? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. All right, then.
What do you need?
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents. What? Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! I think I can teach you a thing or two. Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
There's a rift here in Skyrim, and can't neither magic nor the passing of time make it right.
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
come to a love of her reading, did you? Sorry, pup, but I'm not quite in the mood. Oh, I tell the future all right, when I feel up to the task, that is. But I'm afraid my energies haven't quite peaked yet today.
Is there something I can do for you?
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim, I know. But stay strong, and men will come to respect you, and maybe even fear you.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son, hmm? What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side, and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
Do you believe this old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face him, coward. Your stupid son is dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
Watch what you're
Old
doing.
friend, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well. Just one more thing the Greymanes want to blame on others. It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire, or their mule of a son raised arms against it. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Ah! Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too, aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. And what have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. You watch yourself out there.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree all burnt up in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. I should have guessed as much. Your kind sticks to that college in Winterhold, as well they should. You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. Sure thing, it's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Need something?
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the day.
Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood. Those poor sods don't even have a wall.
Yes?
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Give me 5 septims right now, or I'm gonna bloody your nose. 10 septims.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. No, I'm not. Looks like we've got something in common then. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. I can teach you a few things. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
Yeah?
You have questions?
Old friend, patron of the great clan Battleborn. An name I'm sure you know well.
Yes? I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as seriously as the Jarl himself takes his.
If the news from Helgen is true, well, there's no telling what it means. I only
What
kill
will you
some
have me
caution.
do then?
We cannot
Nothing?
afford to... My lord, please. This is no time for rash
What's the
action.
meaning of this
I just think
interruption?
we need more
Jarl
information
Balgrup
before
is
we
not
act.
receiving
I just-
visitors.
Who's this then?
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps? Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A Dragonstone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. You'll have to see the Jarl about that, maybe his steward Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately.
Farengar,
come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go. Jarl Balgruuf is waiting.
Not now. So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
Help Irileth kill this dragon before it can attack Whiterun. There's no time to lose.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close.
Welcome to Dragon's Reach. I'll be happy to help you any way I can. I'm a thane to the Jarl. If a citizen has a concern, they report it to me. The Jarl highly respects my opinion and listens when I have something to say or have an idea.